Good morning. So the pros and cons of living in the Philippines in 2024. I think there's some obvious pros right off the top, like, cost of living is going to be tremendously lower. You can get, accommodations for 20,000 pesos or $340. And we're not talking about always bad accommodations. In more of a province-y, like Dumaguete type area, you can get like a decent sized little place. In a place like what you're seeing right here, you can get like a small place but with like luxury amenities and like a balcony and all kinds of stuff if you get out of the BGC type areas. So no matter what, to live somewhere with no roommate in like a full accommodation with a kitchen and all that good stuff for $340 is basically unheard of. So accommodations right off the bat. Then you're gonna have services. Services like getting your condo cleaned could run you $10 for 90 minutes. Whereas in America or a Western country, you'd be looking at $100 minimum for something like that. So just right off the top, I think it was about $6 when I first moved here, but inflation has brought it to $10, but that's still 10%, if not, 5% of what it would cost. In America, you'd be looking at $150 minimum to get your place cleaned for 90 minutes, if not just an hour. So then you're looking at transportation. Our Uber out here is called Grab, and Grab will cost you $5 to $10 to basically go 90% of places. So in America, like to go from LAX to my father's condo at one point would run me about $80. I think here that would run me about $6 to go a similar distance, like from Manila Airport to BGC or Makati or, different places. So, services and housing are going to be a drastic difference of, night and day. And the list goes on and on and on. Any type of service is always cheaper because unfortunately the pay is so low. So always remember to tip people. But that's a major advantage. When you get into food and stuff like that, especially if you're into Western food, not so much. If you get into street food, obviously that's going to be a great advantage for you. If you're shopping at wet markets or you're in the province, food would fall into that. In the city, food does not fall into that. It's going to be about the same. Women, you're going to have a major raised value with the ladies, and that's 99% of the reason why guys come here. Not every guy. It wasn't my main motivation, but definitely played into my decision. So the ladies, going from a 6 to an 8 or a 4 to a 6, or just being dateable, whereas, you are completely invisible after your 40th or certainly your 50th birthday in a Western country. It's to the point where, the cashier at the grocery store won't even make eye contact with you after your 50th birthday, for the most part, unless you're a whole movie star or whatever. So, the ladies, which is the number one reason why guys come here. Number 4 is going to be the friendliness of the people. People in the Philippines are friendlier than people in Western countries as a general rule. Even Filipino men. Obviously, Filipino women are going to be friendly to you if they think you're handsome or they think you're rich or they want to date you or they're intrigued by seeing a different, type of person, just like we are when we see, a Filipina or a Thai girl walking around the mall in California or Vegas or, anywhere in the United States. It's a different, you're different, you're taller, you have colored eyes, you're white skin, black skin, whatever. But even Filipino men will be generally very friendly, joke around with you, laughing, smiling. It's just a different vibe, much a higher vibration than a Western country of everyone's angry and very important and a little bit of a road rage. It's just, if you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. It's just kind of a island vibe, a bit more of a happy existence altogether. So that's some pros of living in the Philippines just right off the top. You know what I mean? Being able to travel around, take a flight to an exotic island for $27 to $36, get a hotel room on the beach for, $100, even $50, or, a fancy 5-star hotel for $300 to $500, where that would be, thousands in America if it even existed, like a, Shangri-La in Boracay or a Crimson or even a Movenpick or something like that. So there's major advantages for travel, services, housing, women, you name it. I'm sure I forgot some. Put them in the comment section if I did. Now let's get into the cons. The cons of living in the Philippines, right off the top, is going to be humidity. Humidity is brutal in the Philippines. Obviously, there's humidity in Florida, there's humidity in America, but the humidity, because we're close to the equator, is next level. It can be 80 or 90 degrees, but you know, you're having to change your shirt multiple times, you're having to shower multiple times. Depends on you. Some people are sweatier than others, but right off the top, the humidity is something that I think at least warrants a discovery trip, 1000%. So that is something I warn people right off the top, like in consultations. First and foremost, guys be like, man, your videos are so good. Everybody's videos say the Philippines is the greatest thing since sliced bread. I'm gonna sell my house and my car and just move there. I say, nope. Take a 30 to 60 to 90, whatever time you can get off of work or whatever time you can escape. Take at least a 30-day discovery trip. That's what I did. And just see if you can handle it. If you're a heavy guy, if you're an older guy, you know, etc. But the second one I'm going to give you is customer service. And this is going to play into if you're a cranky guy, an older guy, a guy, I want it my way, American style. The customer service in the Philippines is not America level. Let's just put it that way. You can sometimes go to a restaurant and you'll spend 30 minutes, you know, just sitting there, and then you realize, oh, I need to approach them. They're not going to, even a nice restaurant, not always, not every restaurant, but a lot of times you will go to a restaurant, and even at like a 5-star hotel, like we were at a really nice hotel, or maybe 4-star in El Nido, and we would literally need to like approach them and get them to take our order. So not just at dumpy places, but in general, like if you go to a restaurant, you may need to get their attention. If you go to return an item, you may have an issue. Do not call the manager. This is not a Target in Delaware. They don't really care. You can return things if you have the receipt perhaps and stuff like that, but just generally, customer service is less than stellar, like in many different ways. You know, even in BGC, which is like America price and it's all buttoned up and everything, but the customer service is still like province level customer service. I know I'm not supposed to say this, but let me just tell you, if you're a customer service guy, you may want to stay your ass in your Western country, okay? So customer service is going to be another bad thing. Another thing that could be bad is people having two sets of pricing. America pricing, Western pricing, and, you know, Philippines pricing. That's not going to be a great experience, whether it's somebody, you know, trying to give you a tricycle ride or a motor scooter ride or a bottle of water or renting a condo. A lot of times they will not list the price of the condo because the price of the condo is different for a foreigner or a Filipino, allegedly. I'm guessing, okay? I don't know why in the hell you don't just list the price. I don't know why in the hell you need to send a message to every person that messages you on Facebook about your condo listing. My impression would be the price could be, you know, adjustable, let's just say. So it's not the end of the world. You know, I always know what the market value is. I'll look at comps. I'll talk to my Filipina or talk to Filipinos that I know, and I will pay what I think is fair, and it's always negotiable. But that's definitely, you know, disappointing when, you know, you go to buy something and the price is not posted and you feel like they're double pricing you or something like that. That can happen in any country, especially in like Southeast Asian countries, South America, whatever. It's just something that you have to deal with. It comes with the territory, you know what I mean? If you want to live in a place where you can rent a, you know, nice place for $350 or $500 or whatever, that's gonna happen. This is a relatively poor economy. So, you know, you gotta just deal with that. Another one's gonna be like family expectations. When you date a Filipina, her family may look to you for financial support, while when she had a Filipino boyfriend a month ago, they would not look to him for financial support unless he was an OFW or he was a Filipino American or they knew he was very wealthy. So, you know, that the financial expectations being put onto a foreigner, even if he's young and handsome and comes here, you know, 30 years before retirement, is just a thing. A lot of times if a girl's been with a foreigner before and he was leading with his wallet, she'll expect you to lead the same way, even if you're much more handsome and fit and younger and all that good stuff. So those are just a few of the negatives, but all in all, this is a beautiful country and I love it here, and the positives far outweigh the negatives. And I really think you should take that discovery trip and even go to neighboring countries. Go to Thailand, go to Bali, go wherever you want. Go to, you know, Indonesia, Vietnam, Malaysia, wherever, but Philippines I think will be your choice because of the language, another advantage, the easy visa, and the people. Just to cap this off and just end this video, I really wanted to show you this sunrise. It's absolutely amazing. It's like 5 a.m. here in Manila. Like, comment, subscribe. I do consultations, Jasperinthephilippines@gmail.com. I go live every day Manila time around 9 a.m. and sana all. Beautiful, beautiful orange sunrise here in Manila, Philippines.